this is the fastest magnetic keyboard I've actually tested so far. Yes, even faster than the G68HE, which is like double, triple the price of this magnetic keyboard. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now that seems to be everything inside the box. Very nice secured packaging, very unique as well. I really like the ribbon in order to get the accessories and stuff. But yeah, very premium packaging. All of that you will be needing, more than you will be needing actually, will come with the box. Even a wrist rest over here that is actually very high quality and comfortable as well. But yeah, first impressions on the keyboard. I think it looks very clean. I do love the design, or at least for this variation I got. I'm pretty sure this is the yellow variation, but yeah, you can also get it in white or black. But yeah, I think they all look pretty nice. And they're also very high quality, full aluminum case. Then for the keycaps, see-through, as you can see, double shot PBT, no problems with them. They are wear resistant and oil proof. But okay, for the switches, this keyboard is hot swappable with other Gateron or TTC like magnetic switches. But yeah, the switches I got over here pre-installed are the Otsemu magnetic sealed switches. But if you don't like these, you can also get the Gateron magnetic Jade Pros. Of course, the Jade Pros are a bit better, but they're also a bit more expensive. But yeah, these Otsemu magnetic sealed switches are also pretty decent. They are apparently pre-lubed, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they do sound pretty nice and feel very smooth. Closed bottom, and there is also very minimal wiggle wobble. Pretty stable switches. But yeah, here's a little sound test with the switches and the keycaps on. Now, I think that sounds pretty decent. You can also hear the high qualityness of the aluminum case. But yeah, again, I think it will sound much better with the magnetic Jade Pros. But with the Otsemu switches over here, they're actually not bad. I do like them personally. The layers inside definitely has a part to play in making the keyboard sound better and good. And again, the aluminum case just makes it sound so much higher quality. The stabilizers are also pretty impressive. There's no rattle on the spacebar over here. I mean, when I was pressing it, I could already tell there is some lube over there. Not sure if you can see through the camera, but yeah, it is pretty well lubed. You can also see the different layers over here. I'm pretty sure this is foam over here, yeah. I have no problems with the sound, the quality of this magnetic keyboard. But okay, how about the performance? Now, of course, this is a magnetic keyboard. It is of adjustable actuation points, rapid trigger. It will apparently have a 0.01mm rapid trigger sensitivity. We'll be able to see it anyways in the web-based software, but yeah, it also does have 8,000 Hz polling rate. Then for the scanning rate, it will be 16,000. Very fast, but we're also going to be testing that out later with our latency testing tool and keyboard inspector. It also has snap tap, DKS mod tap toggle key, as well as super tap, but from what I can see, it's kind of like DKS. We'll check that out more in its web-based software. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this keyboard in and see its RGB. Oops, it's kinda tight. I won't be able to use my cable for this one. We'll use the one that came with it then, which I have no problems with. Very high quality cable as well that came with it. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out its RGB. Very nice and vibrant. I do like that. You can also see the RGB through the see-through keycaps, and I'm pretty sure these guys work as indicators. Yep, that's for caps lock. Other ones probably for num lock, but yeah. Anyways, I got the web-based software over here. it is compatible with QMK. I've tested this web-based software before, but yeah, you will have to download this, but I'm pretty sure I already downloaded it, so I will just have to open this. Yeah, but yeah, after you download it, make sure you refresh and then open the IoT driver. Anyways, as soon as you open the software, you will be greeted with the main tab where you can reprogram the keys and stuff. Just click this keyboard to access more of the other keys. You can set combinations, macros, media mouse. You can also calibrate your keyboard over here. I already did mine. But yeah, we can also select the different layers. Oh, and cool thing, if you press FN space, it will switch to layer 4. So maybe you want a typing profile, so just do that for your layer 4. Make the actuation point not so sensitive, but then when you want to go back to gaming, just go ahead and FN space again, and then boom, switches back to layer 1. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the key settings. For the stroke settings, I already kind of messed with the keyboard. I'm not gonna go to too much details on my reasons why I set these specific settings, because I already made a separate video about that. But yeah, for the press, you can go down to as low as 0.1 millimeters. For the rapid trigger, 0.01 millimeters. We also have rapid trigger stabilization, anti-miss operation mode for these stuffs. Can also set dead zone. I'm pretty sure I set it to 0.1 millimeters. But yeah, it is very easy to customize the buttons over here. But yeah, moving on to the shaft settings, not really that important. But yeah, if one of these switches are the switches that you're actually using, then you make sure you select that, I guess. But again, not really important as long as you know the max distance your switch can travel. But yeah, moving on to the advanced settings, as you can see, we have DKS mod subtotal K and snap key. I do have my A and D on snap key already, or snap tap. But yeah, pretty much all of the features you will be needing is over here. Then for the other settings, not sure what this does, not gonna lie, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the main tab. Moving on to the FN settings, we can customize the FN layers. Very nice. We can set macros, light settings. We can even do our custom if we don't like any of these. We can change the colors. We're already on max brightness, which is again pretty bright and vibrant. But yeah, other than that, we can also upload our work. We can share our works, our light settings, our macros. We can also log in register if we want. We're already on the latest software version, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, very nice. You can also do these guys. That's gonna be it for the web-based software. No problems with this. Very nice and easy. Tested this before. Has all of the features that I will be needing. But yeah, now let's go ahead and test this out more in Keyboard Inspector. Oh yeah, I didn't see any ways to change the polling rate in the software, which I think will be an easy change. So hopefully in the future you can change the polling rate in the software. But yeah, I'm guessing it's just set to the max 8000 hertz polling rate. And yeah, here are the results. Very nice and accurate, 8000 hertz polling rate. No problems with that. Now let's go ahead and do some latency testings. Now I'm not gonna go to too much details again in this video explaining how I do these tests, because I already made a separate video about that. But yeah, I do want to give a little disclaimer that the results can still vary. This is not 100% accurate, but it will give us a pretty good latency milliseconds that is still very accurate. But yeah, this will give us the time between when the keycap comes into contact and when it actually actuates and sends the signal or the input to the computer. So let's do that. What? What are these? This is crazy good. This is faster than the G68HE. Now, this is the fastest magnetic keyboard I've tested so far with this testing method. For reference, the G68HE is around 0.8 milliseconds, which was one of the fastest keyboards we've tested so far. But yeah, this is like on the same level. I mean, come on, it's less than 0.1 millisecond difference, so I'd say it's pretty much on the same level. But yeah, if you get really go down to the millisecond, 0.0 something, not even gonna be noticeable anymore, like really not gonna be noticeable. According to this testing method, it is like very minimal faster. So yeah, this is actually gonna be the fastest magnetic keyboard we've tested so far. This is impressive, especially considering the G68HE is double, triple the price if you go for the aluminum or the metal zinc alloy case. Amazing performance. It is definitely faster than the G68HE Plus. I mean, I kinda expected this already because this is 8000 Hz polling rate while the G68HE Plus is only 1000. Now, as stated on the graph, the settings I used on this keyboard is the lowest I can go without it accidentally actuating. The same with the G68HE and all of the other keyboards in the graph. I set it to the most sensitive settings I can without it accidentally actuating, because if it accidentally accidentally actuates, it's pretty much unusable. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and play some games with this amazingly responsive, crazy performing magnetic keyboard.
Behind you, Migs.
Over here.
One enemy remaining.
One more side.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my. Ooh.
Yeah, flash hero.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Here's the clip you asked for.
You're done. I'm back.
That was such a bad timing. I don't know. I just don't know.
Nice. One church.
One enemy remaining.
Why last?
3, 2, 1, go! It's not.
Oh, let's win the go. Let's win the go.
One enemy remaining.
It's awesome.
Done.
Love the smoke.
Over here.
Ah?
Oh shit. What the?
So after playing and testing with the Chronos 68 by Syntech, here's my experience so far. Now as you saw from the gameplay in my Radiant/Immortal ranked lobbies, it didn't hold me back when I was gaming. Also the latency tests, with that amazing low milliseconds, it definitely won't hold you back when gaming. But yeah, the keys I set to low actuation does actuate pretty instantly. The rapid trigger, as soon as I lift up the keys, it does deactivate. All of its features worked. I didn't encounter any problems. I've just had an amazing gaming experience so far. Now for typing, I also have no complaints, especially with the quick switch profile with the FN space. You can just go from your gaming profile to your typing profile to make sure you don't double click and stuff. But yeah, even though I was on my gaming profile, I had no problems with it. The spacebar did not double click on me on this keyboard, which is impressive because there's a lot of magnetic keyboards out there that does have a double clicking spacebar, but with this one, no double clicking at all. But yeah, of course, the other keys as well worked perfectly. I didn't need to switch to my working typing profile. I can just use my gaming profile, no problems. And I also have all of the keys that I need, necessary keys I need, the arrow keys and the delete key that I really appreciate, especially when I'm editing daily use, It's kind of raining outside right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, you also heard earlier how amazing the keyboard sounds like, even though I only got the Ultimo magnetic sealed switches, which is the cheapest switches you can get. They still sounded and felt pretty decent. But yeah, again, of course, if you really want that better sound, better feeling, then the Gateron Magnetic Jade Pros might give you that, what you're looking for. But yeah, amazing experience, not just for gaming but also typing. Now, would I recommend it though? Do I think it's worth it? So as I mentioned earlier, the wooting is double, triple the price of this keyboard right here. I mean, how much is the full aluminum case wooting keyboard? Around $300 almost. But yeah, this one right here will be around $139.99. Now, not sure if that's an early bird price, because I do see a price that is crossed out, $179, but yeah, it's currently on sale right now, $139. So yeah, around half the price of the zinc alloy G68HE. But if you want to get it with the Gateron Magnetic Jade Pros, it's gonna be $179.9, which I think is on sale right now because there's a price $200 that is crossed out. So I'm not sure until when this sale will be available. So if you really are interested, then you might want to get it early. But yeah, for around that price, do I think it is worth it? I mean, around $139 for a full aluminum magnetic keyboard, amazing performance, crazy good performance. That is definitely worth it. Again, this magnetic keyboard did beat other magnetic keyboards that are like double, triple the price, performance-wise, at least according to the testing method tool we used, which is, again, very impressive. And again, despite the performance, I'm also pretty impressed with the quality of the keyboard over here. The sound, the aluminum case, the see-through keycaps, the software is also pretty decent, QMK compatible. Yeah, I would recommend it. I think it is worth it. I'll be putting it first link in the description if you're interested. That will be my affiliate link, so if you can use those links when buying this keyboard or anything from Syntech, I would really appreciate it. It would really support the channel a lot, and I don't know if I have a discount code again, but you can try my GSS. Also, a little disclaimer, this keyboard is sent to me by Syntech, but that won't change my review. Everything that you've been hearing me say about this keyboard are all my honest opinions and review. But yeah, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful, and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.